What's up, y'all? It's been a while. It's raw, man. It's been a while since I put a video up or whatever. But I have a this dilemma now. I'm working, but it's a seasonal position that I have at. I'm not gonna put the company out there for whatever, but I'm working for this company, and it's a seasonal position. And right now I'm unemployed because it's out of season. I'm making this video because I just a couple of days ago I made it my business to go. I made it my business to go to the library to go give upgrade my resume, put the new number on the resume, and then I sent it out to this job that this outlet gave me to do porter work. And the next day when I went to go make a phone call on my phone, they saying that my phone deactivated. I don't know how. My phone shouldn't be deactivated. Like the bill is already good and all that. Like, so I'm looking at like the principles of things, like what's going on. It's like the more I'm trying to do better with myself, it seems like the further I keep getting pushed back. And it's like I'm getting tested because it's very discouraging. Like I'm feeling discouraged. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm feeling like giving up. Like I heard a lady on the phone. She was talking about how her son be making excuses. He be saying, "Oh, I'll be applying," and I get. And she like, you gotta go, you gotta apply more, this, that, and third. And even though I never met the man. I don't even know her. I was just hearing what she was saying. I was kind of relating to her son, like, from the perspective that she was putting it, because it is really hard out here, especially if you're a young black man. And a lot of people don't understand that, bro. Like people making these jobs nowadays, and I live in New York City. I'm from New York City. So like it's very competitive. Very competitive. Like it's very competitive to work out here, man. Like they making it like you having a job is more like a privilege. And it's like at the end of the day, I feel like it's a lot of these people who are, and I'm not gonna knock it. They worked hard. They probably been a great worker on the job. That's why they became who they are. They became the gatekeeper of that company. They work for the position of that. But the problem is, if you got gatekeepers who don't look like you, they can't relate to you. So, and let me just really be more specific. If you're a young black man, they feel threatened. Now, if you older, if you pass like 40, you know, older black, they might feel like, oh, it's more you more mature, you more reformed. We can give you a shot. You 40, you up there. But if you young and you trying to retire by the time you 50, if you come there at 20, 21, and they not giving you an opportunity because they feel intimidated, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's not only just a problem for for the for us as Americans. It's just a problem for the economy because. And I'm not saying this to just stir. I'm just speaking what I see and what I feel and what I believe I know. This country is never been reformed and wrapped around for us ever. Even before a lot of the people who came here as gatekeepers of companies and stuff, when we was captured or whatever, ancestors, whatever, we never had the opportunity to even learn. We couldn't even read. We if you know how to read, they was lynching you because they was fearing that you was going to enlighten your peers and stuff, educate them. So that being said, like, bro, it's not easy out here, man. And a lot of these people that just came into the country, they working. Kudos. I'm not knocking you. Worked hard, but I also see that when in their countries, while we in school learning and building blocks, they are our age in their country actually making cement blocks and working. They can't even go to school. So when they get to like 18, 19, they're masters at crafting, at mason, at carpentry, at electric work because they was forced to work. So that make me think like we went to school for what? Just for them to later on hire people who was, diligent on the craft that they needed to build. They hiring people who was doing this shit since they was 11, 10. And of course, yeah, they have the skill. I'm not taking it from them. But it's like, where does that lead a person like me? To go to the streets where they want me to be on a block selling rocks? Come on, man. I don't want to do that. Doing scams, shoplifting. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do that. Bad enough, I was born into this. Like born into the environment being, the people think, y'all gotta understand, there's some black people who really don't want to be around some of these black people neither. And there's no disrespect. It's just that you want to protect your energy. You want to move on. You don't want to be a part of that barrel, that crab in the barrel thing. You don't want to be a part of that. And it's cool. People want it. That's why I just stay out the way. But at the end of the day, I'm suffering. Like as of right now, like I feel like I'm suffering because I don't want to go out there and do whatever and then get jammed up. But at the end of the day, I don't like just staying out the way, playing it, like trying to be patient and play it safe and all that. I'm only me. I believe in God. I believe that's the only reason why I'm still here through the grace of God. Other than that, man, I've done been in some situations, been around some folk that I felt like if the situation could have went any more left, I probably wouldn't be here. And I just sit back and I thank God, like, thank you, Lord, because it could have been worse. But my whole fight is what I'm saying is basically I wish that there was more elder African Americans who, instead of decided to go out to the streets, they should have just stayed at the workplace. Because if you really think about it, you like, oh, I ain't working for the man. I ain't doing none of that. It's crazy how you want to rebel against the system, but you still rely on materials from the system. Money, your clothes, food. Because you go to the supermarket, that food, you ain't hunting for that. The system giving you all that. So you might as well have just work, humble yourself. And then a lot of people sit there and throw with the testament. I forgot what book what the Lord said, what Jesus said. He said, slaves, obey your masters. They took that like, oh, the white man made that so that we could continue being slaves. No. God said that because God knew that we was going to be slaves. So he said, in order for you to just, be accepted in the kingdom of heaven is to obey what he says. And he said, obey your masters. So that means a lot of our slave ancestors that obeyed their masters, they was following God. They was fulfilling God's word. So that means we were supposed to humble ourselves. Like today, we humbling ourselves. We don't have our own language. We don't have our own money. We don't have our own country. We don't have our own anything. We are captive. So God already said, obey your masters. In other words, I understand that you don't have none of these things. But if you listen to what I told you to do and obey your masters and obey all this, you will be okay. But we rebelled. We rebelled. They freed us, and then they freed us right into the arms of the devil. Because we got freed and lost our mind. We were slaves like this and chained up. We didn't even realize how blessed we was because God understood the situation. And I'm not saying we should go back to that, but I understand what Kanye West was saying. He was saying slavery is a choice, I guess, or whatever, because we could have made the decision and just died. But slavery wasn't a choice. Slavery was a part, it's fulfilled in the Bible. Like God knew that this was going to happen. And this is only because us as the original man, we kept disobeying God mad times. So I was like, okay, y'all want to keep on doing that? All right, I got something for y'all. And of course, we had to pay for it, for what our people was doing, our bloodline, where we come from. So at the end of the day, I just want to just wrap all this up because I don't want to talk too long. But us, we need to reform back and humbling ourselves so that we can really get, grow. Because we going down a spiral of chaos, slowly but surely. Especially in these last frivolous times and all that earthquakes and they talking all this. I don't believe in UFOs and all that. I think it's demonic spirits that's taking the form of what man imagines. So it's all spiritual going on. It's a spiritual war. Everything is spiritual right now. But all money ain't good money. There's a lot of people I know who got some substantial amount of money and it wasn't from the honest way. And they living nice. They living, you know, and my whole thing is, don't think God ain't real. You might have got over on man, but you ain't gonna get over on God. And that go for me too. Because I'm still struggling trying to survive and do all that. And it's not good. It's not. So I'm just sitting here saying, man, like, you know, just keep me in your prayers or whatever. And I'll pray for everybody else as well, you know. But I'm trying to, you know, I'm just trying to stay on a positive note, man. I don't want to, I just want to stay on a positive note. With that being said, man, y'all just, you know, y'all be good and all that. Thank y'all for listening.